it's John here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be teaching you guys how to make arches. That's right, arches, stuff like this. You can see some details behind me. There are many different ways to make arches in the game of Minecraft, and this guy on Reddit recently posted this image. I'll post it right here, of a bunch of it's kind of like a cheat sheet on how to make arches, and I'll put a link in the description below to his Reddit post, giving him credit because I did not come up with these, even though I have made some of these arches myself. Actually, most of these arches, maybe about half. I've made about half of these arches myself. Nonetheless, he made this sheet, this kind of cheat sheet type of way to make arches. I'm going to show you guys how to build these. So here I kind of got to have an example of a pier and the little arms that are underneath the pier that hold the pier up. And over there I have the arches, kind of ones to enter. The one to enter the castle is different than those that I'm using for the detail on the outside of the castle. And you're going to give yourself a little bit of dimension as far as how the castle is built. And you can kind of carry that through so the archway goes through the structure as your doorway is built. There's no back to the castle. It's just a mock-up castle. It's my fake castle, just my little short pier that I built here as well. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to build some of these, including these ones right here. And we're going to go ahead and start right now. Let's go ahead and build the first one out of... Let's use some polished andesite. So I grabbed all the different items I may need for this. This one I don't believe I need much more than just the polished stone. I'm going to go up. All of these are 7 wide from end to end. So if you want to go narrower, you're going to have to kind of figure that out on your own. If you want to go wider, you're also going to have to kind of calculate for that as well. But these ones are 7 wide and 8 tall. So we're going to place 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to do the same thing here, about 7 blocks, including that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to kind of cap it off. I'm not going to kind of cap it off. I'm going to cap it off with these as well. Most of these have this structure going on. So could I have done that to begin with? Probably, but I didn't. So this one's a really, really simple one. This one, all you need is, again, you're going to have 5 open spaces in between. You're going to place an upside down stair there and an upside down stair there, and then a half slab there and a half slab there. There you go. That's easy. Super, super simple. Actually, all these are really simple. This one's probably just the most simple out of all of them. And it does look nice. It looks really, really good. I like the way it turned out as far as the arch goes. I wish we could do half slabs on the side right here, like sideways, but we can't. Eventually, maybe that's a possibility, but for now, that's not a thing. So let's go ahead and make our next arch. Our next arch is it's going to be similar to that one there. It's going to be identical to that one there. I'm going to use the same type of stone as well. We use that, and that. I'm going to go 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then bring this 8 blocks up, including the one that's up top. There we go. That one's also very, very easy to set up. And we're going to do 2 on the inside of the 5 blocks there. We're going to do 2 of them. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, 1 there. Those are the solid blocks. They're going to go down like that. And then on the inside of this one here, I'm going to do an upside down step there and an upside down step there. Then on this bottom half here, I'm going to also do an upside down step there and an upside down step there. That's it. Really simple, very straightforward for that arch. The next one's a little bit tighter, a little narrower. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the same on this side here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to connect these with 5 in the middle. So a total of 7 wide across. And this one's going to be a little different. This one's going to have 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So you're going to put 3 in the corner. You're going to put 1 right in the corner, 1 right next to that, and 1 right below it. You get that? And then you're going to also put 1 below that and then 1 below that. It's going to drop it down just a little bit. Then you're going to go to your stairs. I don't think we have any half slabs in this one. This is just going to be stairs. You're going to go upside down stair there, upside down stair there, upside down stair there, and upside down stair there. There you go. It's an interesting arch. I don't know that I would ever use it for anything. It does look kind of cool. very tall in the center there. I guess you could put like a glowstone down the middle of that to light it up. I don't know where and when I would use that, but nonetheless, there you go. There's that one. So let's move on to the next one. This next one I think is a little more unique. I think I'm going to make it out of quartz. Again, I don't think there's any half slabs in most of these. Most of these are just stairs and full slabs. The half slabs get a little further down the line when we get into the pier designs over there. But let's go do the same thing with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then bring this straight on up. All right. And then this one is going to take a stair upside down in this corner and in this corner. And then you're going to go down one block and you're going to put a stair right side up there. You're going to go down one block here and put a stair right side up there. And then underneath that, you're going to put one upside down stair there and one upside down stair there. So it kind of gives it this, I don't know, this bulbous like type top on it right there. It looks very Middle Eastern, I guess. Next one, let's go ahead and grab some, let's do wood for the next one, just to differentiate it a little bit. And this next one is also just block and stairs. And we'll get a little more complicated ones in just a second. This one here is going to be the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here we're going to put, actually I'm going to put 2 on top here. I'm going to go 1, 2. Oh, I think this one's wider actually. This one may actually be 1 block wider. So this one's going to be 8 wide by 8 tall. It is. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And then the very top here, I'm going to break these 2 center ones. I'm going to put 1 upside down stair there. And I'm going to put 1 upside down stair there. All right. Then I'm also going to put an upside down stair there and right there. And that's the gist of this one. So that one's got a bit of a wider opening to it than the other ones do. I didn't realize that, and I apologize. There are a couple of them that are actually 8 wide. I'm noticing now. All right, so let's go on to another. This one's a little more complicated. It looks really tricky, but it looks very unique. I don't think I've ever seen anybody build this particular one before, but it's also going to require some half slabs. So let's go to some slabs, and we're going to go, this one's going to go up also 8 blocks. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it's going to go over 7 blocks. I don't think there's any half slabs or anything on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we'll bring this one on up, all the way up to connect to the other one. All right, perfect. So now we have, like I said, this one's a little more complicated. So we're going to go upside down stair in this corner and in this corner. And then next to that is going to be a half slab there and half slab there. So it's just going to be open on top. It's going to mimic this one for the most part. But then underneath that, we're going to put another upside down stair there and an upside down stair there. And it's tricky. Then this one here, we're going to remove that solid block and we're going to put an upside down stair there. So same with here. I'll remove this block and put an upside down stair there. So it's going to look like that so far. You get it? Kind of follow along. So the third one down from the top there is going to be this upside down stair. Upside down stair, then a stack of an upside down stair, then a half slab there. Yeah. And then down right below this one, we're going to remove that block and we're going to put a standard right side up stair there and remove this block and put a right side up stair there. So that opens it up like that. And then underneath that, we're going to put a right side up stair there and then underneath it, upside down stair. Right side up stair right there and an upside down stair there. And it's going to look like that when it's all said and done. I heard something crash outside. I don't know what it was. Something fell. Anyway, so it looks really interesting. I don't know if I would ever use this, but it's a very cool looking archway. I don't know. I kind of like it. The next one, I'm going to, we'll go ahead and demonstrate the next one too. I'll use the same block for the next one only because it's interesting, I guess. All right, so this one is going to be a little bit different. It's going to have, they're all a little bit different, obviously. 1, 2 there in that corner, and then 1, 2 there in that corner. Following along so far? And then I'm going to put a upside down stair there and an upside down, wrong way, upside down stair there, just like that. All right. So here we're going to put 1 upside down stair there and one upside down stair there. So it's going to look like that so far. You follow along? And then here, we're going to put a right side up stair right there and right there. And it makes for a weird opening, like a circle almost on top. I don't know that I love this. I think I would like it better if it did this. Like so. Yeah, I think I like that better. So the original design, even though it looked good, I'm not going to knock it, but I think I like this design better. It looks more appropriate to me. So you want to check that one out. So it's 3 blocks, 3 solid blocks down, and then a stair underneath that, a stair in the corner, and then a right side up stair right there. If you were to remove those, it would look kind of silly. But there it is. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another set of blocks. Let's see, what does this one look like? This one is like the same one that we designed on the stairs on the outside of the castle there. This one's super simple. Again, we're going to go the 8 blocks high. Right, that's 7, that's 8. And we're going to bring this all the way back up, and it's 7 wide. And then this one just really takes 1 block in the corner there and 1 block in the corner there, and you're literally adding 2 upside down stairs there, and there, and there. That's it. That one's pretty straightforward, very simple to make, but I like it nonetheless. It's probably one of the most average arches you would use. If you made this a little bit 1 block wider, let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do it with this one here. If I go 1 block wider on this one, we're going to use the same blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe not the same blocks, but you know what I mean. So this one's going to take 1 block there, 1 block there, and it's going to do the same thing. Stair there, stair there, stair there. But it's going to have 2 in the center, and I feel it looks more like an arch than that one does. Let's go ahead and build one more of his right here on the 8 wide. This one's more of an arch-looking arch, kind of like what we did here. It looks, but it's more rounded on top. So let's go ahead and go into granite. And this one's going to be 8 tall and 8 wide total. So there you go. And then in the corners here, we're going to place just 1 stair in the corner there and 1 stair in the corner there. And in the very, very middle, we're going to remove these 2 blocks, that one, and we're going to put a half slab there and a half slab there. It makes more of an actual arch on top. And that looks really smooth to me, kind of like what we were going for here. It looks more arch-esque, I suppose. But it does look more rounded there than most of these do. A lot of these look very sharp on top. They look like they have a peak on them, where this one looks a lot more rounded. And it does look very, very, very nice. I totally love it. All right, let's go for another. Let's go for a really, really wide one. Okay, so we're going to make this one out of wood. This one is also going to be, is it 8 tall? Yeah, 8 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this is 15 wide and 8 tall. And it actually builds very, very simply as well. I can't see my screen. There we go. We're going to put a stair in the corner there, upside down, and a stair in the corner there, also upside down. And the reason why I'm making this wood is because when I see this design, I think like the trellis underneath a bridge for some reason. I don't know why. But nonetheless, this one's going to be a little more tricky. So we're going to go ahead and skip a block right next to the stair. And we're going to place a solid block all the way down, less 1 block next to this stair. It's going to look like that. Yeah, it's going to look like that. You get it? All right, so from here, we're going to remove the middle 2 blocks. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, no, that's right. And I'm going to place an upside down stair there, upside down stair there, and a half slab in the center. It's going to look something like that. All right. And then from here, we're going to skip a block here and we're going to place a slab there. So it's going to be the stair there, a solid block there, and then a slab there. And it's going to be the same on this side. Skip a block and a slab there. And again, this is a little more tricky. Then we're going to put a solid block there and a solid block there. So it's going to look like that. It's going to almost look like it steps down 1 block or half a block all the way down to that point right there. From this solid block, we're going to put a regular side up stair there and the same on this side here. It's going to look like that. Underneath that stair, we're going to put an upside down stair going this direction and then one going in this direction. Similar to that. Next to that one, we're going to place a solid block there. And next to this, we're going to place a solid block there. And then we're going to place an upside down stair underneath that solid block and an upside down next to that solid block. And that's what you're getting out of it. You're getting a great big arch with some openings in the corner there. You can probably dress this up a little bit better by doing this. I feel that looks nicer than what we have going on. I feel it looks more like a girder than that looked too bulky to me. So I'm going to tweak this a little bit by doing this. There we go. That looks a little smoother. As a matter of fact, if I did a half slab there, it matches the bottom. And if I did a stair there, a stair there, yeah, that matches the bottom a lot more, and it just looks so much. You can even get rid of that if you really wanted to. Yeah, that looks so much sleeker. It looks really good. Okay, so we took his idea, which is really good, and just tweaked it a little bit to make it match what we wanted to do. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a great big arch, and it just needs some great big room. So you can carry this through like to have a hallway, but it looks more like something you would have every like 10 blocks for a girder system for a bridge. I think that's the best use for this, in all honesty, and then you can dress up the outside a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this guy. All right, so this one is going to be a little more tricky as well, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 8 blocks wide, or is this one 7 blocks? Let's see. No, it's 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 7 wide, 8 tall. And then this one has a stair that goes backwards here, like that, and a stair that goes backwards and upside down there. It's going to look like that, all right? And then underneath those, you're going to have to place a block right there and a block right there. But we're going to remove those blocks in just a second. And you're going to place an upside down block there and an upside down block there. And then you can remove that block and that block. You see what we're doing right there? Okay, so between those two, you're going to place a half slab there, just like that. And then you're going to place another block there and there. You're going to remove those in a second. Actually, no, those are going to stay. Then you're going to place another block there and another block there. And those blocks are going to get removed. So you're going to place a staircase right side up there and right side up there with a half slab in between. And then you're going to remove that block there and that block there. So you're going to have a structure that looks like that. You see that? It looks like a table on the top there and then the stairs, whatever bench looking thing on the bottom there. Then here, we're going to have to place a right side up stair. You're gonna go that block there that you removed. You're gonna skip the block there, and you're gonna place one there. So one off the ground. You're gonna place a block right there, and then we're gonna place a block right side up stair there, and a right side up stair there, and then we're gonna remove this block underneath and remove this block underneath. So it almost looks like an X, I guess, through it with a hole in the middle. Again, this would be something you would use in a bridge setup. I don't know if I would set up this as a design on the side of a building. I mean, I guess you could. Let's see. Let's grab some cobblestone. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do it for a design on the outside of a wall. It does look all right. I don't mind it. It looks pretty cool, I suppose. You could probably put windows in there somewhere. It might look really nice in the grand scheme of things. Like if you had a bunch of them down a wall for the design of a entire building. So every 7 blocks it would have this, like repeat. With a lot of these things, you can do the same thing, kind of like we did with the arches on this castle here, these pointy arches. That's what I mean by repeat as a background decoration. So everything's not so flat. When you build a house that's flat, it doesn't really look as nice as when you have some kind of dimension to it. And that's what you can use a lot of these archways for, is not necessarily for an actual arch, but for decoration like this. And I think that looks really sharp. I do like that. I have one of them that looks like a big bulbous circle on top that I think I like. It looks like a bigger version of this guy here, but I'm pretty certain this one's 8 blocks wide. It is. Okay, so this one here in the very center too. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and the center 2 are gonna be removed, and you're gonna put a half slab in either one of those. You get it? And then in the corner here, we're going to place an upside down stair there and an upside down stair there. It's going to look like that. It's going to kind of look like this archway here. There we go. That's perfect. And then from here, we're going to put I don't know how we would design this to look right. We may have to use spruce for this. So this one, it wants you to put a trapdoor right here and a trapdoor right here. I think just to bring it in a little bit. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't think it is, only because it doesn't really match up as well as the rest of the wood. So let's go ahead and we're going to put a space there and then another trapdoor there and a space there and then another trapdoor there. We're going to close it up like that. So that kind of makes it softens the circle, I guess. They're going to put a right side stair there and then an upside stair one underneath that. A right side there and an upside one underneath that. So it makes it more of a circle, I suppose. I don't know that those are necessary. I don't think it'll look right if you don't have it. However, we don't really have the option of what do you call it? A vertical half slab yet. So this is our only option for now. I think it looks okay. I mean, from here it looks fantastic. It's when you get up close to it, you can see these and it looks awkward to me. You know what I mean? So I think like maybe if this was not necessarily an archway, but again, a design behind something. Again, if this was just a design that was in front of something similar to this, I think that looks the best. Only because I don't think that it would look good for an archway. It does look kind of cool because it would be like a round tunnel that you would go through all the way in. That might look pretty neat. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can build it and share that with us on Instagram or on Twitter. That would be fantastic. But maybe I'll build one in the near future. I don't know. But that does look pretty freaking cool. I do like that one. The last one I'm going to build is what we built over on our little pier over there. I'm going to use this for the main block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there's no rule saying you can't use the same type of block there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one it's not tricky. It just takes a little bit of patience with the way the stairs go. So this one takes a right side stair there and a right side stair there. Then underneath that, you're going to put an upside down stair there and an upside down stair there. And then next to that, you're going to put a right side up stair there and a right side stair, wrong way, a right side up stair there. So it's going to look something like that. And then again with the upside down stair this way and one more this way. And then we're going to put a solid block there and a solid block there. And then we're going to repeat that pattern there on the way down. We're going to go there and there. Inside, upside down there, inside, upside down there. And then right side, nope. Right side up there. And right side up there. And then one more upside down there and upside down there. And there you go. You have a big old X, kind of like a girder that you would have for like a pier or something along those lines. A bridge, anything like that would look really cool with that. If you raise these up a little bit and you put the platform on top. You could even, if you wanted to, take this top bar and remove that and place solid logs across like this. And it would look pretty cool. Like the logs are sticking through like it's an old bridge. And then you can stick the half slabs on top of that, like so, for your actual bridge portion of things. You just couldn't put fence posts on that because it's on the bottom side of the slab, and fence posts wouldn't stick to that. So there you go. Yeah, you can take this and make it go on forever, and every 15 or 16 blocks, you can set up one of these big old girder systems to hold the bridge up in the water or wherever it is that you're trying to hover above. Well, there you go. That's basically it. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description below where you can download the actual image itself for a cheat sheet to build these things, or you can follow along the instructions on the video itself. There are a few others on there that I did not build. You can check those out for yourself. They'll be on that Reddit page and you can check it out for yourself. And I'm going to give credit to them in the description section below. If you guys did like this video, if you guys can give me a big fat thumbs up down below, it's greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to the channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it does help the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, click the little bell. It turns on notifications and it lets YouTube to do that know when we upload our videos. And until next time, guys, see ya.